What's up, everybody, man? Back with another video on Jerry Will 24's reaction page, and we have another video, but it's a little different. We are going to do Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley. Yeah, much anticipated fight, a little boxing side. So I ain't gonna lie, I really wanted to see this fight. I feel like everybody wanted to see this fight because everybody talks shit about Jake Paul, you know, the YouTuber, now boxer now, and then we got Tyron Woodley, who was first a MMA fighter, legendary, I guess. I didn't know too many boxing because I don't watch too many boxing fighting things, but I definitely do kind of like Jake Paul. I ain't gonna lie, bro, that dude's entertaining. Like, he know what he be doing. I ain't finna lie, man. He know what he be doing. So it was kind of interesting to see him to come up to Tyron Woodley, because Tyron Woodley's not really a boxer. He did a few boxing loss, but he lost again. I think this is his fifth match he lost, and Jake Paul is still undefeated. Yeah, undefeated, man. That's kind of crazy. So the fight, I was watching all the what's the word for it? All the YouTube clips for the before the fight had happened. And I wasn't that deep into it, but I just kept hearing about it. I was like, oh shoot, let me check this out. And these dudes really do not like each other at all. I believe Jake Paul made a prank call to him at some point, and Tyron didn't like that. I think that's how it really started. He was just trying to get in his head, and then I guess Jake Paul and his team, or somebody on Jake Paul's team, came at his mom. That's kind of disrespectful, man. You never touch the mom. You know what I'm saying? Mamas is out of line. Don't do that, man. And then I believe when Jake Paul fought Ben, Tyron came into the locker room and they started yapping at each other. And as soon as Jake Paul won that fight, Tyron called him out, and then that's how we got here. So if you didn't watch the fight, you missed out, because this fight was on point. It was actually on point. You see Jake Paul shorts? That shit raw. It's like digital and says Jake Paul. Man, niggas got money, boy. I tell you, bro. Niggas got money. That shit hard. But this fight, I ain't gonna lie. I put my bet in for Jake Paul to knock him out in the third round. Obviously, that didn't happen. I thought Jake Paul was gonna wham his ass. But that didn't happen. It was an actual real fight, and it went up to 8 rounds. And I believe it was split decision, and they gave it to Jake Paul. And I'm gonna lie, Jake Paul was throwing them yams at him. But Tyron, I feel like in the first 3 rounds, me and my homeboys, we were watching it, and Jake Paul was coming at him. You know what I'm saying? Jake Paul was coming at him, and Tyron was just waiting on his moment. In the first 3 rounds, I believe he was just trying to tire him out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Get them little yams in, but Tyron was just, and it went to the 4th and 5th round. That's when Tyron was coming at him, and he hit him, and he had Jake Paul wobbly. He wobbled his ass. You know what I'm saying? And from then on, Jake Paul was just bang, bam, bam, hitting his ass. So Jake Paul was really throwing the punches at him, and Tyron, I give it to Tyron. I ain't expect Tyron. I never seen him before. I seen Jake Paul fights. You know, it's not too much about Jake Paul, but Tyron, he was throwing them punches too now. He was out there, so it's cool to see, you know what I'm saying, a 24-year-old go up to a 39-year-old. There's a little age difference, but Tyron still throw them punches now. You know what I'm saying? Tyron still threw them punches, but he lost. He is 0-5 in the past 5 fights, so I don't know what he's going to do. Maybe he should retire. Maybe he should go to soccer, football, find another sport, because his time might be up. You know, time might be. That age thing is really different. Like, I don't know, but he 0-5. But Jake Paul, that boy still undefeated now. That boy undefeated. What is he, 5-0, 4-0? That boy still undefeated. Like, it's kind of cool, man. He talk shit, but he be out there though. He like a real deal boxer. Like, he getting no fights and he proving everybody wrong. Like, I don't know. Them other fights could have been paid for, but this one was a real fight. It was a real fight, and I do give it to Jake Paul. I watched the whole thing. Nah, I might have fell asleep like 8 rounds. I didn't see the decision, but I knew Jake Paul won that. I knew Jake Paul was going to win that. I already knew. I lost my bets because I said it wasn't going to 3 rounds. It was a full fight. A full fight. And that's good to see, though. You got to see Jake Paul really fight out there, and it was a good fight. It was very entertaining, man. I was entertained by it. I was just tired. I ain't gonna say I fell asleep because of the fight. I was actually tired from doing other activities. But I really did enjoy the fight. That was a real deal fight. You actually seen Jake Paul go up to 8 rounds, and he didn't disappoint. Like he got that mean ass. That's what be getting them niggas. Just don't sleep on that boy Jake Paul, man. That boy, he'll talk shit, but he'll get out there and fight too. No doubt about that. So that's it for this reaction video. Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley. What a great fight. Very entertaining. It definitely beat my expectations because I thought Jake Paul was fun. Oh, wham his ass, but it went to 8 rounds. A real deal fight, but my boy still got the dub. He still got the dub at the end of the day. So this was a very good fight. Very good fight, man. So that's it for this reaction video, man. Make sure y'all like and subscribe and keep watching this. I got some more on the way. So just suggest anything in the comments. Anything y'all want me to react to, I'm going to react to it. Like, I'm a real deal, like, react to it. React.